What's up, everybody? Let's talk about why I'm not into firearms and Dungeons and Dragons. You might hear some thumps. That's my neighbors. They share like a floor and walls with me. Let's get into it. So I've been playing D&D for a long time, and I just don't find. I've never found guns as a interesting thing in the game of Dungeons and Dragons. Not because I don't see them in a heroic archetype where isn't some sort of like hero that his whole thing is that he's a pistolier, he's a rifleman, he's these separate things, right? He's a carbineer. There's these separate roles. But I don't find it fantastical, if that makes sense. I don't find it to be as strong of a fantasy element. I started waving my hands and talking. Let's just get to it here. I just don't find it as much of a strong fantasy element as you might say with somebody who's a paladin who casts magic with a sword. And even like non-magical swords, I find it somewhat in the same realm, but like to a way lesser degree, because it's still like kind of it's still pretty fantastical, right? But I don't think that the idea of a firearm in a fantasy game, at least for me, belongs, because, well, to me it's not fantasy, it's just the thing, and the gun's like shittier than every single gun I've shot in my entire life is way better than every gun in fantasy. And it's not that to some people they can't have this, it's that to me it completely divorces me from the experience of having this fantastical existence. Does that make sense? I'm looking to play a hero that I can't exist as in the realm of the world that I currently inhabit. That's the point of Dungeons and Dragons. At least for me, there's a bunch of things, but I'm role playing a different character that does all these things, and I don't do any of these things in real life. I just work all the time, So the idea that there is a thing, that his whole thing is a thing I've done a lot in real life. It's not fantastic. It doesn't add that element, that fantasy, that element I can't believe that my character is a wizard that can cast wish, chains, these different spells. I don't want to like get it too far into specific spells and all that, but or this monk or this ranger, and somehow because even though bows are like a very real thing, I don't have the same like affiliation with bows, and so I find bows, the idea that there's some ranger that can shoot 2 miles through the setting sun, that's like a whole thing, and it's there. But the idea in Taliesin Jaffe is a perfect example. It had a great character in Percy. Percy was fantastic, but it wasn't exactly a character that I heard and went, oh, what an incredible superhero. I went, it's a guy with a gun. It's a guy with emotional issues and a pistola. I mean, it's a great character. Don't let me besmirch it. Just the idea that Percy shooting his firearm on foot is as crazy as his wife flying through the sky casting spells out of her bow. And I know he's got the this, that, and the other thing. It doesn't quite, for me, mesh the same. And I don't think there's anything that's ever going to change it. It's just how it is, That's, to quote Frankie Sinatra, that's life. Hey, thanks for stopping by. Have a good one, everybody.